Now, call me crazy, but how would you like to farm the Warden? Yeah, you heard me right, Warden. I know, mental. Let's give it a go. Hello everyone and welcome to another farm concept video from me, Avomance. And the concept we're conceptualizing is farming the Warden. Now, why would you want to farm the Warden? It's a great question. You can get Sculpt catalysts from Silk Touch mining them, so why bother? My answer is very simple. Because you can, and this is Minecraft and you do stuff because you can. So I'm going to share with you a way that you can farm the Warden in Minecraft survival. But I warn you, dear viewer, this journey is perilous. And it will take guts and bravery for you to be able to pull it off. Well, I'm feeling a little bit mental, so should we have a go? And while you're feeling mental, maybe go down and give that like button and subscribe button a bit of a whack. They'd really appreciate it. It costs you nothing, but it really helps out the channel. For this farm, you are going to need something like 5.5 to 6 stacks of a structural block. I'm using glass so as I can see through it, but it doesn't have to be. You'll need a pick, 2 buckets of water, 12 trapdoors, 6 signs, 1 fence post, 1 fence gate, about 40 ladders, 25 pointed dripstones, and 1 mob. And frankly, a lot of guts. The first thing you want to do is find an area in your ancient city that's got a really good ceiling clearance. This bit here looks pretty good. If you're able to, remove any sculk sensors and sculk screamers. It just reduces the kind of problems you might have if the Warden rocks up to stop you. Do remember to only remove them from right close by to where you're working. You're going to need those later to actually bring the Wardens into your farm. And then dig a 5x5 hole in your floor, making it at least 3 blocks deep. Then dig a channel that is 4 long from one side of your farm. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. On the second block in, remove that and place a soul sand. On the other side of that soul sand, place a fence post, and then above that a sign, and then another sign. And on this side, place a sign there, and a sign there. We are then going to build up a 3x3 hollow tower as high as you dare, but I recommend that this is at least 40 blocks high. I've done this first donut in deep slate and I'm going to do all of the rest in glass. Let's go. This tower is 45 blocks high and I'm getting very close to the ceiling, so I'm going to stop it right there. Now look for the side of your tower that juts out over your 5x5 hole and place 1 block just like that. You're then going to place a horseshoe all the way around your tower in that direction and a temporary block right there. You're then going to place a gate, place it on top of that temporary block, open it up, and then mine out the temporary block. We're then going to place 2 more rows in the horseshoe like this. So your tower should look something like that. Now place a block at the top of your hole so you've got 3 solid blocks running across there and a water bucket on top of that. That will run to the gates but not over the gates. You then want to mine out that block and the water will travel all the way down to the bottom right onto that soul sand. Now obviously that soul sand is not going to do anything at the moment because soul sand only works when you have water source blocks all the way up, and right now we've only got a water source block at the top, but we can fix that dead easy. Jump into the water and go all the way down the water column. Don't worry about your breath, your bubbles are going to last way beyond you receiving to the bottom of this unless you've made it 100 tall. There you go, look, dead easy. Grab yourself a ladder and place a ladder right there, and then you also need a trap door, and you can put a trap door at the top of that and flap it down. That is going to allow you to climb in and out of your pit just like that. Place a water bucket right in the middle of your pit like that. That's going to make it easy for you to get down in just a moment because we are going to convert this entire down flowing water into upflowing bubble columns. So place a kelp there and a kelp there and continuing to place kelp all the way up as you go. That is going to give you a bubble column to make anybody jealous. It is a very tall one. You can't just let the kelp grow because it won't grow high enough. You have to physically place the kelp all the way to the bottom. Eventually you'll get out the top and it will push you down across your chute and down into the water that you just placed, which is exactly what you want to do. You then need to break that kelp at the bottom like that. That is now a bubble column, and take away that water in the middle because it's no good. You don't want your Warden falling into the water. Place an upward pointing dripstone on each of these blocks at the bottom of your pit. Dripstone will amplify fall damage, which will make it easier for the Warden to die when he falls down from his very high height at the top. He's not going to die on the first attempt, unfortunately. It's going to take him a few goes, so make sure that you've got all of that dripstone there to amplify it. This will work without the dripstone as well, but it takes a few more runs and therefore it's a little bit slower. Next up, place ladders going at least halfway up this tower, at least halfway up, ideally a little bit further, and build yourself just a little platform when you get to the point at which you're happy. It really wants to be about 30 blocks up. So it should look something like that, a ladder that you can use to get up pretty high. The reason we need that platform is because we don't want to be anywhere near that warden once we lure it into the trap. The warden doesn't just go for what's closest to it, it goes for what it's most interested in, and that could still be you, even if you're a lot further away from something else. And we want it to be more interested in something that we're going to put in the trap right now. We are placing a pig right at the bottom of that. Just push it into the hole and let it fall down there. Yes, I know, getting a pig down here isn't going to be the easiest thing to do. If you want to grab yourself a mob when you're down here and get that down the hole, you can totally do that as well. You need something that's not going to despawn, and you want something that's going to cause some kind of vibrational noise. The warden will sniff it out and want to kill it a lot. And now what we want to do is line the outside of this with trapdoors all the way around, on every possible surface that someone could want to walk into it. This is because these trapdoors are going to act like a false block. The warden is going to think he can walk on it. He can't because he's stupid. And as a result, he will fall into the trap because we want him to. However, we need to make sure we don't. Otherwise, that makes you as stupid as the warden. And if you're both as stupid as each other, he has got the upper hand because he's got 250 hearts and you haven't. One thing I did forget, we need to knock out that top block there and place it with a sign so as we've got a 4 high gap. And that is your farm completed. I know, it's not much, is it? But it does actually work. Let's give it a go. And to do that, we need to get a warden to spawn, ideally not too far away. Now, I'm not entirely sure where the nearest sensor shrieker combo is, but there seems to be one over here. So this will probably do. Let's see if we can get this to work for us. That's going there. We want to see if that's going to bring us a warden. We'll hear him when he comes. This is the part where you're allowed to get a little bit scared because you don't know where he is and you need to bring him to you. We have got a warden spawning in right by us, so we want to be walking in this general direction because we don't really want him to catch us. He's coming, we need to follow this way. We're going towards our trap and we want to lure him into it, and as soon as we do, he's ours for the taking. However, we can't see him at the minute. He is a little bit sneaky because of this. He's roaring, he's not happy, he's going to come for us now. We need to get across here. He's running around for us. We need to make sure that we are faster than he is. He's in our pit. He can't get us, so now we need to get up our trap before he sonic booms us to death. He is, however, going to be far more interested in that pig when we get out of range. So that warden is going to be interested in the pig, is going to get shot up that water column, pushed across eventually by the water, and it is going to fall down into our hole below. And it's going to keep doing that until it dies of fall damage. And that's a lot of fall damage for 250 hearts. Those drip stones are going to make a massive difference to the damage that it gets every single time. This is working because the warden has got a hitbox that is only 1 wide, despite it being so very, very big. And as a result, it will fit right up that 1 wide water column. And this could be the last one. There it goes. So that is 1 death. We have just literally farmed the warden. I'm just going to come down carefully so as I can pick up my sculpt block because I don't want to be getting hit by those drip stones either. And I have in my hand a sculpt catalyst. And then, if you dare, do it again. Before you know it, you are going to have loads and loads of sculpt catalysts if that's the kind of thing you want to have loads and loads of. Now do remember, this one is a bit of fun and it is a brand new design that I've literally just thought up today. So if you've got a way to improve this, I'd be really, really interested. In the comments below, let me know how we can make this even better. And also, let me know if you are daft enough to try to make this. What other brand new Minecraft 1.19 farm tutorials or concepts would you like to see? Again, pop a comment down below so I know. I hope you have enjoyed watching this as much as I have enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next one. You take it easy now. Bye.